Hi guy, I today we are here. Maybe this might be our last video uh, for Abidjan on this vacation. We have just few days uh, to go back, yeah, and we are here to share with you what we have experienced so far during our stay here. Maybe you can use this as your travel guide if you intend to pay visit to La Cote d'Ivoire and Abidjan to be precise, and what we have experienced during our short stay. We are here to share that with you. In the meantime, if it is your first time coming across my video, we kindly ask you to subscribe to my channel, like and share. That is the only support you can give to me to keep growing my channel. Right, so I also want to say thank you for my subscribers to always for always being consistent. I do really appreciate your support. And like I said, we have a few things to share with you as our experience on our short stay in Abidjan. We have on our list more like 9 things that we think is necessary as our experience to share with you. Right. If you want to come to Abidjan, if you want to come and pay visit here, the first thing you should do is to be informed, to get some information about Abidjan or Africa as a whole. And in seeking your information, which is one of the 9 thing that we are about to share with you. You know, seeking information from social media, almost if not 90% or 85% of the information that you sometimes get from social media about African country are not factual. So the best way to be informed is to either call somebody that you may know from here. They can give you the factual information where you want to come. But going on Google or maybe on YouTube, sometimes there are a whole lot of fake information. Sometimes you want to pay visit to some countries in Africa based on the information that you read or you watch on social media, on maybe internet, will make you feel afraid that you will not come. I'm one of the witness to that. Even my recent visit to Abidjan, there are a lot of negative information I read on social media, on TikTok, YouTube, you may name them. I was told that there is a war in Africa. In fact, there had been a coup against the current president. Alassane Ouattara, and that I got most of those information just few days to my departure to Abidjan. But I call other friends that I know from Abidjan. They were like, we are not in the know of such information. Things are going on here normally. It just, propaganda, but there's nothing like true about those information. And as they told me, people from here, and when I got here, it was exactly the same. There was nothing like coup d'etat or conflict is within the country. The people are headed scattered, nothing as such. You can move anywhere, anytime, day and night. Every place is secure. There's nothing that will even make you to be afraid. People are going after their normal thing, their daily basis activities. But my few time focusing on social media, trying to get some information, it put a lot of fear in me that I nearly canceled my travel to Abidjan. So that's to say, anytime you want to pay a visit, not Abidjan alone, or more like I can say any African country for that matter. There are a lot of information on the social media, on internet, about many of those countries are not factual. So that's the first thing. If you want to get information, it's better to call somebody who live here, and whatever they tell you, if it will not be 100% factual, but it will be 90% factual. So that's one of the things that I experienced prior to my visit to Abidjan, and again during my stay in Abidjan. So the information from media, from internet, and the actuality within I contradicting. Right. Another thing, if you want to travel here or any other African country, and if you don't have relative, as you know my situation, you want to get apartment or hotel, it's also good to pay well if you want to live in good condition, to be free, to be comfortable, pay good money, right? So the apartment that I live, I pay almost 600 euro for three weeks, and my stay here, the way in which I'm living, I see nothing different the way I live in Germany, in Europe, because everything here I up to standard. The current is here 24 hours. Water is here, very pure water. You can get access to hot water or cold water in terms of taking shower. And the kitchen again is very modernized. You can cook anytime, and you don't go short of any of those things that need to be within your apartment. I normally book my hotel or apartment through Airbnb, and the place where I'm living in Abidjan, the district is called Yopougon, and this estate is very developed estate, and it seems to be new estate as well. which is called Adowa, City Adowa or City Adowa. That is Adowa estate or city. Is very, very developed. So what I'm trying to say in short is, if you want to pay visit or you want to book apartment, don't look for the very cheapest one, because many of those cheap hotel or apartment, there are so many things that you can see they can attach to it. When you come, you will not meet up with them. The internet, the Wi-Fi. Since I came, I get access to Wi-Fi, which is also included within my contract, and I never go out of internet once I stay in this apartment. And if you want to compare that with that of Abidjan apartment in Ghana, my few visit to Ghana, actually the internet was not as stable as compared to what I had in Abidjan, right? And development the same, and many also complain that Abidjan is more expensive as compared to Ghana. Am I somehow raising with some of those people or some of those statements? But it depends. It depends how you go about your stuff, right? Yeah, so the next point is the food, the sustainability, which I still hit on right now. It depends how you do your thing. If you cannot cook for yourself, because that's why I recommend Airbnb if you want to book hotel or apartment, because all the Airbnb that I have so far booked my apartment through, there's a place where I can able to cook. I can live in my Airbnb like in my living home, like my own home. I can get access to everything in terms of cooking, in terms of taking shower, in terms of washing clothes, everything. Yeah, so unless you that want to always be, you want to place yourself in certain class of life, I'm not talking about that. Whether it is during my vacation or I stay to my normal residence, I don't really place myself to a level in life that I have not yet reached. Yeah, so based on how you will go about buying your food stuff, and that way determine whether your expenditure will be increased to your expectation. For us here, we normally cook our food and we deal with local market. Just once a while, if we need some special food, we can go to a shopping mall or supermarket. Apart from that, we only get some few things from those areas, or many of our stuff we get it from local market. And in every community, there's local market where you can get access to many things if you want to prepare for yourself. Alright, so depend on that, your expenditure in terms of food stuff can be less or can be more. And the next thing, if you are coming here or any part of Africa, in fact I can say once you are traveling, it's always good the country you are going. Once as soon as you get to the airport, try to get access to internet. With internet, you can get informed about many things. Without internet, it can be very, very difficult for you to navigate your way. Yeah, so to get access to internet here in Abidjan, you can get SIM card. Once you have passport, you buy SIM card, you register, and you are good to go. It depends the quality of data you want to get. You can get that, and with that registered SIM card and the data, you can be connected, and it will make things easier for you to navigate within the city. But without connection, it's kind of very, very difficult, right? So the next thing that we have also experienced is the transportation accessory. The transportation accessory in Abidjan, it go with understanding. If you don't understand, you will overspend. But if you do understand the system, you will not spend more than what you are to. The transportation here is in various categories. For me, I'm dealing with taxi, even though you can also get access to bus. I'm told again train, but train is like from big city to another. I never really saw it, neither to pull on train, but I'm told that train is also running here, right? But on the line of taxi, the taxi is in 3 categories. They get taxi in orange color, and also they have a Yango company taxi. Those are the 2 type of taxi that you can order online. There are some Yango, only Yango you can order online. That is just company by itself. But the other orange taxi, it can take you anywhere, any part of the city. You can stop them, you discuss with them, and they can take you any part of the city. The same to Yango, but Yango you can order online where you standing based on your GPS location. They can come and pick you up and take you to your destination. Before they come, you have already seen the distance, how much you're going to pay for. Similar to other Yango, taxi company in around the world or in other part of African country as well. Yeah, so that's how Yango run here. And those are the Yango. There are some that the name Yango will be written only on the side. There are some that they don't have any name written on it, but they are registered. I even asked some driver, they said, yeah, you can buy your own car and register with Yango company, and you'll be operating. So you don't need to paint your car or write Yango on it. Once you are registered, you're good to go. Right. So So those are the two types of taxi that run like all over the country. I mean all over the city. Right. And another type of taxi is also green, blue, and yellow. Those three colors are the local taxi. They run from community to community, junction to junction, maybe estate to estate. They have limitation of destination. They don't run all over the city. And those are also very cheap. Yeah, so you have to know the differences. But I recommend, if you know your destiny, where you want to go, because there are many on the orange taxi, they don't read. So if you have your address maybe on hand, you just show to them, I want to go to this place. Many of them don't read. But once you can able to say it, that this is the place I want to go, you can discuss with the orange taxi, and they have reasonable price for destination. But for the Yango, it's very, very expensive, and it's also good to drive with Yango if you already experience, or you don't know the city that much. Yango, you can just check on internet wherever you want to go. You get a full address. You go to Yango app, you place the address, and you will get a taxi that will come for you and take you to that destination. So with Yango, you hardly go out of your way. You will always be on track. Just like you have to spend more, because they use they use the machine, right? So they use the counter. I mean, so the distance, the more the distance is, and the more you pay money, right? So it's good. If you know your way, you can also explain that this is the place I want to go. It's good. It is also advisable to deal with the orange taxi in Abidjan, because those are reasonable in terms of the payment, right? So it's one of the things that we experience, and we deem it necessary to share with you. And the local one, the local taxi, they normally call them here Woro Woro in Jula or Matingo or Bambara, Jala 66. And from the start, before, I mean, those that introduced this system, and this is the current they used to collect from people back in the day. So that name Woro, it means 6666. It could be $6, 6 CFA, just 66 currency. So that name has been given to those local taxi that run from community to community or from junction to junction. So if you come, you might also hear this name Woro. Just the local taxi that run from junction to junction, right? One of the most important one that you also need to understand, or to be informed, is the currency. In Ivory Coast, the only currency that's used here is the Ivorian CFA. So if you come with your dollars or your euro, it's not also every bank that exchange money. If you come at the airport, you can able to change money there, like other international airport. But when I first changed at the airport, they only told me they need note, like 100 note. They don't need 50 or 20 or 10. They need note. And they asked me this before they could even allow me to enter their office and do my transaction. So that is to say, it's advisable if you are traveling, coming with cash, and it's also good to always have some cash with you. You don't travel, you don't have cash, you just want to reach your destination before you can start to withdraw money. It's not advisable, because at the airport you have to get taxi to get to your hotel or apartment, right? So if you are coming with cash, always have some big note with you, like 100 note or 50, or don't have those small note like 10 or 20. It's not everywhere they can accept, unless you go to the main exchanging area. And what I noticed here in Abidjan, it's not everywhere like my country. There are many areas where you can go and change your money, regardless what kind of currency you have. But Abidjan is not like it's not even every bank. I pay visit to numerous of bank in terms of exchanging my money. Some say unless you have account with them, they only exchange money for those that have account with them. And some say they don't exchange money, they have special area. But there is a bank they call Feso, I can't really recall, Feso's bank or something like that. Either Feso's bank. Yeah, so there where I've been exchanging my money from the beginning. Only the first one was at the airport, and since then I go to that place in the center of the city called Plateau. It's somewhere around there. And another place is there, but when I went there, I was told that if you want to exchange money, you have to come very early, like 8 o'clock in the morning to 10. If you don't meet up with that time until the next day. Or Feso's Bank, they are there throughout their work time, I think from 8 to 5 in the evening. And euro rate here almost like the same, 65. Maybe you will just have few cent over it, but always 65. 65,000. Few would be on it, but that seemed to be like the stable rate here, euro to CFA. Yeah, so if you want to exchange money, if you are too far from the center of the city, you might find it very difficult, because you don't see local place where you can exchange money. It's not also every bank that exchange money. Yeah, so you should know this, so that maybe if you are coming over the weekend like that, make sure you exchange a bit money from the airport. That way, that will keep you up to maybe the working day, like Monday. Otherwise, over the weekend, you might find it difficult, and even during the week time, you will need transportation to go to look for a place where you can able to exchange your money. Yeah, so we experience that here. Yeah. The next is the communication comprehensive. To communicate is very important. Like Abidjan, Ivory Coast is French speaking country officially, or the nationwide, like almost like everyone understand Jula, which is Madingo or Bambara. Everybody understand that. Yeah, so if you can understand one of days, either French or July, you might not find it difficult to communicate. And with communication, you will not be total stranger, and you will be able to do a lot without facing difficulty, right? Because anywhere you go, once you can communicate with people, in a normal basic, it help you a lot as a traveler. But if your communication is very limited, it's not easy. It's always difficult for you, because you will always need somebody to translate for you. You will need somebody to explain things to you. But with communication, you just ask somebody, you move on. Sometimes you don't even need to ask, right? So communication is very, very important. Yes, it's good to really put yourself in that industry where you will always be willing to learn new language. It helps you on the line of traveling, right? And the next is knowing your destination. I think I talked about this. If you know your destination, where you want to go, make it easy for you to get there easily without spending more. Because many taxi drivers are not educated. So writing it and showing it to them, in many cases, it can help you. And some will overcharge you because they know that you don't know the area, and again they themselves have to be asking when they approach the area. But if you can call the name of the place you want to go and start to describe it one way or the other, you might discuss with them in order for them not to overcharge you, because they will know that you already understand, and you also inform about the place where you are going. And the last one, not the least, is the online accessibility to deliver things to you. Shopping or delivery are all available here. You can shop anything you want to shop online, and it can be delivered to you right to your location. You can also order food online. They can bring it to you, any kind of food. Many of those big restaurants, they are also available online, where you can order for your food to be delivered to you without no delay. So far so good. Those are the few things that we have acquired in terms of information, in terms of what we have learned, while we were exploring the Abidjan city. And I hope this is educative to you, and if it is, please show me that in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we want to say thank you for always being consistent. Right. Till then, we'll see you in the next video.